fashion for you. In this video I'm going to show you the cutting and stitching of a churidar. I have already uploaded a video on churidar cutting, but this is improved version, full tutorial for churidar. I have taken 2.5 meters of fabric, and this is cotton fabric. I have folded the fabric in half, and now I'm going to make a triangle out of this. I folded it and I made a triangle of this. So these are 4 layers of fabric, 1, 2, 3 and 4. The extra fabric is left on this side. Now I'll start my cutting. First, here the bottom side I will measure 6 inches. And I'll draw a straight line. This part is going to be cut. I will discard this part. Now I'll take measurements from this line. The length of salwar is 38 inches, but in churidar we have wrinkles at the bottom, so I will add 10 inches for it. So 38 plus 10 is 48, and I'm going to put a waistband over here which would be ready of 6 inches. So 48 minus 6, again 42 inches. So I will measure here 42 inches. From this line I'll keep 42 here, and here I will measure the crotch area. I'll take it around 9 inches. This depends on your size. You can vary it from 8, like for S you can make it 8, for M you can make it 9, and for L 10. And if you are of very big size like double XL, then 11. But this much is okay, like 10, 10 and a half is pretty good. Now this side I'll measure 16 inches for me. I am of M size. This also varies with size, like if S you can keep it 15. If your size is more, you can take it 17 or 18. 17 or 18. For M size I'm taking it 16 inches. Now I'll draw a straight line. Now I will join this point with this point with a straight line. This. From here as well I will mark 9 inches down. This part I will join later because I have to join 2 more pieces here to make it like this. Now I have to mark knee. So for knee, you start your inch tape from this point where you have ended up crotch area and take straight down here, and then double your inch tape here, make a mark and take 2 inches above from this point. So this is my knee point. This line is going to be your knee width. Now take your knee measurement in a round way and divide it by 2. Like around knee, it should be little loose. Don't take it too tight. So when I have measured it, it came out to be 30. It came out. My knee measurement, I measured it 16 inches. So divide it by 2 and then measure that here. I'll take around 1/4 inch, 1 inch more for the seam allowance. And now I'll join this with a straight line. From crotch area to this point, I will make a curve. Like this. I'll make this kind of curve. Now here in the crotch area, add around 1.5 inch and make a curve like this. If I will make it like this, it would not be tight from the crotch area. If I will take it straight, because this way usually we take in trousers also. So keep it like this. Give a curve of around 1.5 inch here. This I have added seam allowance and all, because I have taken 8 inches here and then I have added. Now 1 inch inside I can mark for the seam allowance. Here we have taken seam allowance with it, because here we generally leave only around 1/2 inch. Here we leave around 1 inch. Now I'll cut this. Now I'll cut my waistband. Here I have to add extra piece of cloth, because this is like this from here. So I'll take a corner from this part and I will keep it overlap like this. First I will stitch this piece with this and then I will stitch my churidar. So this part is done. Now I will cut my waistband. Now I will cut my waistband out of this. I will cut my waistband of height around 7.5 inches, because when I will fold around 1 inch inside on the top for the elastic and 1/2 inch to join it to the churidar. So it will be ready of 6 inches, which we have already reduced from the length of churidar. So I will cut it 7.5. This is standard length in all the sizes. If you will make this width more, so what happens usually when you wear kurti with the slits, so this waistband is visible from the slits, which doesn't look nice. So this is standard, this isn't visible with the slits. But if you make it more long, if the height of waistband is more, so this would be visible from the slits. So to avoid that, always cut waistband of 7.5 inches, which will be ready of 6 inches. The width of waistband you can measure according to your hip size. If your hip size is 20 inches, so you can add 4 inches to it, so it becomes 24. So I'll cut my waistband of 24 inches. Now I'll measure this. This is coming out to be 22 inches. So I have to add 2 inches more this side. First I will draw a straight line from here. I'll draw a straight line here as well. I'll cut this first. Now I'll take this, I'll keep it overlapping because I will stitch it from here, and now I'll measure 24 inches. So this piece I have to attach here to make it 24 inches. Now my waistband is also ready. Cutting for churidar is done. Now I will stitch this. So first of all I will stitch these 2 pieces here so that these 4 pieces will become equal, and then I will join it through crotch area. Now I have joined these 2 pieces here. Now I will join crotch area. For crotch area I will turn both the right sides inside and I will stitch from here. Now I have joined my churidar from crotch area. Now I will stitch my waistband. This is my waistband. I will attach this to extend this. So first I will make my waistband ready. On one side leave 1 inch here and then make a stitch line. Now where we have left this 1 inch, we will fold it diagonally like this and we will stitch. Now fold around 1 inch like this and half an inch inside. Here we are making this space to put elastic or a string. Now my waistband is ready. I have also made a hemline on the top to put string or elastic. It's up to you. Now I'll take my churidar and suppose this is back side, so I will put 2 pleats on both the sides of this stitch line like this. I will use pin. Only one pleat on the back side. This pleat we have put here to save enough fabric here so that it would be easy for sitting. Otherwise it would be too tight and it can tear out. Now this is front side. I will start from 2 end points. Suppose these are 2 end points. These are 2 end points. I will start from here and make a loose stitch line from here, this end to this end. Now I will pull this string to make pleats. Now I will match this with the length of waistband. So now this is equal. Now I can stitch this with the waistband. I will start stitching from the back side. I've joined this in a round way. This is how it is looking from the outer side. Now I'll make a thin hemline on the bottom of the both sides. Now I've made a hemline on the bottom side. Now I'll make this stitch line little darker and then transfer it to other side as well. Now I will stitch it from the legs. Now I have made stitch line all through the legs. Now I will turn it out. So my churidar is now ready. When you wear it, if you feel little loose from the legs, you can still make another stitch line inside so that it will be perfect for you. All depends when you wear it. So my churidar is now ready.